Zephirah's Adventure Podcast, episode 16 for January 4th, 2019. In this episode, 2018 in review, looking forward to 2019 gaming goals, January book of the month, and in-game events for January. Greetings, everybody. It's 2019 and Zephirah is back. I'm excited. Happy New Year. This is the first show of 2019. That is insane to me. I have so much lined up for January, it's not even funny. But before we get into all of that, I actually wanted to start with the January in-game events for Warcraft. So if you don't know, at the time of the recording, the 1st through January the 8th is the time walking Cataclysm dungeons. And then looking forward, the 6th to the 12th is the Dark Moon Fair. Go get your buffs, boys and girls, if you're leveling an alt. The 8th to the 15th is the Arena Skirmish bonus event and the PvP Brawl War Song Scramble. Turn on your war mode, people in Alliance. Come on, this is fun. I swear, it's great. And then the 15th to the 22nd is the World Quest bonus event. Toasty, I'm going to give you a shout out here preemptively. Don't forget to pick up your quest, man. Same with you, Frasley. Come on, we can do it this year. I believe in you. And now, moving on, the 21st to the 23rd is the Call of the Scarab event. The 22nd to the 29th is the Time Walking Pandaria edition. And the PvP Brawl Cooking Impossible. This is new. People, if you try this, give me feedback. I want to hear it. I want to see how you guys enjoyed it, liked it, disliked it, hated it, loved it, whatever. I want to know what your thoughts are. So, gotta talk to me. Then the 28th to February 11th is the Lunar Festival. I would like to get some people down there at the Lunar Festival this year. Don't go it alone. Festivals are made for people. Let's go have fun. And I think this is the most exciting for me. The 22nd, the Battle of Jazar Allure will now be available on normal and heroic difficulty. Woohoo! And then the week after, the 29th through February 5th, is the Battleground bonus event. And then the last day of the month is the Kirin Toward Tavern Crawl. Again, similar to the Lunar Festival, the Tavern Crawl is meant to be enjoyed with other people. This is an MMO, guys, so let's go have some fun in Warcraft this month. It's going to be lovely. I fully anticipate this being a fantastic start to 2019. So this part of the podcast, because I'm going to be naming it Looking Back and then Looking Forward to the Future. In 2018, I wrote 2 different year in review blog posts. The first one was just a list of some posts that I enjoyed writing. I didn't put them all in there because, let's face it, that would have been a very long blog post and a very, very long segment. So I narrowed it down to the top 5 that I enjoyed writing, crafting, and creating for you. So I'm going to actually start there and and just let you know, blogging has been challenging me in a way that I didn't think that it would, and for that I'm thankful. So the ones that have challenged me the most, number one was the MTG Monday Bubble Bubble and MTG Trouble. This was a post about beer and Magic the Gathering and how some cards would pair nicely with some beer, and that was a feature on another blog there. So definitely check that out if you have it, some time and have ever had some curiosity about that. The second one for me was Zephirah's Adventure Office Hours. Um, After rereading this post, I still feel the same, and honestly, thank you, Adam. Like, that is all I'm going to say. Please read the post, but I cannot reiterate the thank you in that piece. The third one was titled Greetings, BFA. Nice to meet you. This one just so happens to be one of the easiest for me to have written, and the intention to the post was to grab everybody else's attention and just to have a little giggle session and just to make you feel good. This was the introductory BFA, like, welcome to the Warcraft. And, that was something short, sweet, and to the point. And I didn't think that creating that post would be as fun as it was. And then the next post here was titled Let's Get Weird. This post was about music and how I found a way to connect each song together via my D&D character at the time. Each song has its own style, and nobody would have thought to connect those songs together in the way that I had done. And I still love that character. I learned a lot from that campaign. I'm thankful for it, even though it may not be going in. But thank you for everybody that was involved. And, like, honestly, I learned a lot. Let me reiterate that. I learned a lot. And I don't know what else to say other than thank you. Like, that means the world. Like, I have grown in a D&D space because of that. And to learn and to grow is the ultimate goal in life. So that's great. And then the final bullet point here was that every post that I had interviewed someone from the Warcraft community, and I really mean that. There are way too many to list here and on the blog post. So if you have any time to go back and to read any of those, just in case you missed any of them, please don't do it for me, do it for them, because they have influenced me in such a way that made me a better person. And, Scott Johnson, Thist, Thorn, Toasty, Frasley, like all of them, Medros too, Allie, like there are so many people, and there's so many more people that I want to get a hold of and move forward in 2019 with. And I've learned a lot from these guys, and I'm so thankful that they had said yes and were great to work with. I am so thankful for them. So, and the secondary feature in review for 2018 was that I had the pleasure of featuring other bloggers, YouTubers, and other creative places around the web for the adventure in a written form. For all of you that create content, again, I'm going to say thank you, because you do inspire me to stay motivated, to hustle really hard, to stay humble, and to be kind. And those ideals ultimately always need to be reinforced. And you've done that. And the one blog that I would and have given special attention to is for Z and Cinder's blogging challenge, because there have been several challenges that I've participated in last year that helped me through some of the rough patches. So definitely take a look at their website, do some of those challenges if you have a blog. Take the opportunity to go through that, because that is something that is absolutely amazing. So thank you, Z and Cinder. You're very much appreciated. Now, moving forward with some of the goals that I have for 2019, and I'm actually going to start with the bucket list revisited and recreated because this is something that Z and Cinder actually had posted to the blogging challenge on their website. And, this list is pretty basic, to be honest. And, the first thing is to do as many world quests as I possibly can on any and all 120s that I have available. To keep up on follower missions, to do mythics on a weekly basis, even if it's just one mythic, to do the weekly island expeditions, and then talking about 120s, to grab another class, pull it in. Right now the focus is a hunter, and get that hunter to 120. Right after that, I think I want to do my warrior. But I don't want to take too much on it all at once because I think that would overwhelm me. And, I want to try it. I want to see what I do with it and see how I go. But beyond that, the usual things for me is to do weekly old world raids because there's still a few months that I'm looking for in game. One of them coming from the Lich King himself, the honorary badass of Warcraft in my eyes. And I would swear that mount is really invisible. But I'm still going to try. In the day that I get it, you guys will know. I will be shouting from the rooftops, boys and girls, I swear. And then pet battles in my collection of those. And, that is something that I would love to continually work on because I feel like I've gotten so far with that already. And, honestly, Pokemon at a light level had gotten me interested in that because for as much as I do like Pokemon, which is minimal, like I watched it a little bit, I'm not as into the card collecting of that game. Because I have an interest in Magic, I didn't feel like a secondary physical card collecting game would have been, my pace. And I don't have anything wrong with collecting of Pokemon cards. I don't. It's just not my style and game for me. Like, I know that, but that's fine. I'm perfectly happy with Pokemon Go, and Warcraft, has a special piece of my heart. So I'm sort of meeting them two in the middle, collecting pets and, playing some sort of Pokemon-esque style thing. So that's my bucket list. That's my goals for gaming this upcoming year. Now, the other goal that I had or have is for Magic the Gathering, since I've mentioned it. And essentially, what I would like to do is to get or complete my Alchemist series here. So by the summertime, I want to have that all collected. And then from there, see how I feel in the summertime to do a round or two of tournaments. I'm not expecting to win any money. I just want to play the game and get my feet wet and have fun in the process. So that is a goal for Magic for me, and I'm relatively excited for it. So that's pretty awesome. And the last thing that I did want to, cover for the end review of 2018 was my music in review for last year. And some of them, some of these musicians and songs that I found last year were absolutely attention grabbing, and I absolutely fell in love with them. And I can't say thank you enough to these guys that create music. And, I would love to thank them for their dedication to their craft. So 2018, I found Ember Trio, Bad Wolves, Egypt Central, Pop Evil, and check them out, guys. It is worth the time. So I would also like to say thank you for the author of the January Book of the Month, Dan Harris, which is a Nightline anchor. If you may remember, he, a couple of years ago, had a panic attack live on television. He was doing the ABC News and just broke my heart to see the video. And I'm going to give it a shot and, give a review of this later. So thank you very much, and definitely check out that blog post for the Book of the Month. So that has been a show, everybody. It was nice to see ya. Nice to see that you're here and listening and all of that. Thank you. So here's my shout outs to the guys of All Things Azeroth, to Allie, for Draven, for an upcoming Dungeons and Dragons one shoot. By the time that you guys are listening to this, we would have already went through some of that. To Adam Coble, to all the musicians that have inspired me throughout the years, and to Z and Cinder. Thank you. If you would like to get a hold of me, Twitter would probably be the best way. That's Zephirah underscore Zella, Zephirah underscore Zella, Zella. The Discord link for the blog is always at the end of every blog post and will be in the show notes as well. Just so you know, the music used in this episode was Alchemist Tower, Alien Restaurant, and Division by Kevin MacLeod at incomputech.com, which is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. So basically what that means, kids and boys and girls, or guys and ghouls, is that you give them credit, say the artist name, you can use it. And also, one final legal statement here, just so everybody knows, any World of Warcraft, any Magic the Gathering, any music, any other names that were mentioned, any other products and or services, those terms, concepts, images, logos, and any other material related to it are trademarked and copyrighted to other Blizzard Entertainment, Wizards of the Coast, or the artist or recording studio. No copyright infringement and it is intended. Don't take people's stuff, please. Don't be that guy. And until next time, I hope your adventure is awesome.